Did you do your gratitude this week?
Yeah, I thought I would thank you on air for sending that to me. I got it like Tuesday.
Oh, was it any good? I tried to pick. I didn't see it. Obviously, I tried to pick one out. I thought would be what you.
I got it early in the week, so I got to use it all week long.
Gratitude journal.
It says, "Good days start with gratitude journal." It's the most effeminate-looking little book you could ever own. So I keep it upside down on my desk. If you notice, the back of it is just plain black.
Yeah. Anything interesting you want to share?
Let's see, where are we at? So Monday was the 18th, I guess. I went paddleboarding. My friend's wife made me dinner. He brought me dinner that she had made me, so someone made me dinner that night. So that was a fun little end to the evening.
That's nice.
On Tuesday, a woman stuffed a $20 bill down the neck of my shirt because I was trying to not take money for a notary. She's just real nice to me, and she asked me to do something for her. So I notarized something. And she tried to bring me a $20 bill, and I wouldn't take it, and she stuffed it down my shirt. It made me feel like a piece of meat.
So then it became like a stripper situation?
Yeah, sort of. And that's never happened to me before. No one's ever, I don't know if, well, maybe sort of jokingly people have put money down my shirt, but this was like an 80-year-old woman, and it felt cool. I don't know. I didn't ask her to do it. She just did it. It was kind of cool.
What? So, like, did anything happen after that, or was that the end?
We're now seeing each other. Yeah. We've gotten to third base so far. 2 good dates though. Ruth, love you. Hope you're listening. Miss you.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
I bet. But you probably did a little joke after when you put it down your shirt. Did you pretend to like unbutton your shirt?
I pulled my out. Yeah.
What would be $20 in the Mark Einloth strip club?
4 notaries. You get 4 notaries.
The least fun strip club ever. I will notarize 4 things with my shirt off.
Yeah. And then, like, right at the end of the day, this girl calls me up and she's like, she asked me, hey, do you have any way of getting in touch? I missed a package yesterday and I really need it. And are you FedEx? And I'm, my whole thing is I'm just a little stupid. Yours is out for delivery as of right now. Would your thing weigh 119 pounds? She said, oh my God, yeah, that's the bed. So
she knew exactly how much your bed weighed? That's amazing.
Well, I mean, I guess she just assumed that she was getting a package that could weigh over 100 pounds. It's going to be the bed that I ordered.
Or she mailed like a skinny human.
Or maybe I should have gone with your joke a little more. Like that was part of her plan when she bought a bed. Like I can't get a bed that weighs over 120 pounds because I won't be able to carry it up the stairs. I can carry 119, but I can't carry 120 pounds up the stairs. So maybe I should. I'm sorry, I ruined your joke.
Did you?
But then, very quickly, the end was just that she said, "I just moved here, thus the bed, and you were really helpful, and thank you very much. And my name's Ruth. I'm going to stuff a $20 bill down your shirt."
Now, did she say, "Hey,
yesterday,
why don't you come over and help me put together my bed?"
I was thinking. I mean, does that not how porno movies start?
Yes.
Like the guy helps the girl get the bed up the flight of stairs to the new single pot apartment. Yeah, like it felt a little like a setup.
Like a bed delivery?
It felt like a setup. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah.
And
you sounded young.
Do you wanna will you be able to see that all the way to my house? How does this work?
Yeah. I offered my assistance, and I don't know. Ruth wasn't very happy with the little. I told her the story when we were going to bed that night.
Maybe Ruth wanted to come with you. She seems like a swinger. Last night was Friday night, and tonight is Saturday night in the mag room.
All around the world you can hear them. Hey, hey, hey. Talking about losing kind of funny stuff. Hey, hey, hey. Mag room. Mag room. The mag room. The mag room.
Did you know, that was wonderful. Thanks for sharing those again.
Sure.
I made a crooner song. So it's to the song Fly Me to the Moon by Frank Sinatra. But I figured I had envisioned in my mind, I would need a trainer. So I'd get some 85-year-old guy, kind of like the Mick from Rocky, who would train me to become a crooner, right? I need a old crooner to teach me the ropes of crooning, So I didn't get that yet, but that's my goal. Listen to the Mag Room, it is such a great show. If you listen enough, you might hear something you don't know. Listening to the Mag Room, Mark is really neat. Love the boys' banter and his stories are true.
I think you need to commit to the singing more. That like, and I'm really try to sing.
Okay. Well, that's my first one. You gotta.
Sure.
You gotta give me some.
I'm just giving my.
You gotta give me some time.
Giving you my feedback. But you have a distinct voice. It's very deep, baritone. I bet there were girls looking in the window of whatever room.
Michelle threw her underwear at me while I was singing. It was great.
Like Ruth looks the same way Ruth looks at me. Michelle will look at you.
I feel like I might be able to steal Ruth from you when I come down.
No way.
I was reading a book this week. I was reading a book as well. We both were reading books.
Yeah, I've been reading a lot in the past probably month or so.
And then one of the quotes in the book said, he was like a professor, and he said, what's the difference between knowing about something and knowing something? And I really like that. I like that distinction.
Okay.
Because I feel like for myself, that idea of when we were talking about trying something new, I feel like me personally, I know about a lot of things, but I don't really feel like I know a lot of things.
I would agree to that about myself, I think. I don't have very many skills. I don't have very many things that I pursued I loved playing tennis when I was a kid. And I played a lot of it and I got good at it, but I never really got to the point where I was super knowledgeable about it and products and stuff like that. And there's really nothing I can't think of. I struggle with this a lot. I think I don't know if this is what the difference is between knowing something and knowing about something, but I guess if you say you know something, then it should be like a passion, kind of thing.
Well, where you could just sit down and do it.
I used to know Excel. I used to be really good at Excel, but not super crazy good.
Yeah, you doing macros.
Yeah, I like that stuff. It was fun, but then the job itself was boring or whatever,
Sure.
But I liked Excel. I did. I used to do all the VLOOKUPs and the macros and the you could kind of trace history and stuff. And I don't know. I like that stuff, and I have lots of little things in my life that I learned a little bit about and kind of got excited about, but I never really went back and took a class about them in college or joined a society that loved Excel. The Excel Society of the Treasure Coast of Florida. Beautiful club.
It's a big club.
Great members, lovely members.
Yep.
Throw great parties. You haven't been to a party until you've been to an Excel spreadsheet party.
Brennan's doing Boy Scouts now, and I watch him do that stuff, and I'm like, I need to learn how to do, because they were like, do you want to volunteer to be a helper? I'm like, I don't know how to do any of this stuff. Like all the stuff that they do.
Making a fire and things like that.
Although they do have some organizational stuff. I feel like I would have done that, but some guy, the last guy, the first one we went to, the guy was teaching him about knives.
Organization.
The guy, they were teaching him about knives, and the guy was like, you got to do it this way, and this is how you sharpen a knife on a flint, and I was like, oh, Jesus. I don't even know what you're doing. I need to send my kids away from me, otherwise they're going to end up like me.
Maybe give them over to the state.
If I tell them that, I know I love you, but I need to let you go. Isn't that who said that? If you love something, set it free. Wasn't that Sting?
Oh, there you go. Here, do you want to talk about the police? You've definitely ruined that So Lonely for me. Gee, I was so...
You were just laughing at me. Oh, yeah.
I was It's such a cool song when it's just the 2.5-minute version. So then we're going through. I'm editing the episode. You say this thing about a road trip that you've been on with a guy, and Sting would go, no, and you're like, I don't know. You did oversell it because you said it was a 7.5 minute portion of the song, but
There's probably a
Oh my
minute,
God!
though.
It ruins the song. It ruins the. If you like that song, never watch the video. And the video makes it worse because it's Sting with this shit-eating grin on his face. Like, I know you guys. You're puttying my hands right now. You're gonna say low, low, low after I say low, low, and so low, 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 and then he. So it will ruin the song for you. Thanks, Jared. You took one of the probably top 25. Seriously, I bet that was like a top 25 song for me. And it totally ruined it. It totally ruined it.
I bet you went in thinking like, oh, Sisk totally exaggerated. This isn't true. You were like,
you did.
It's
you
like
did exaggerate.
It's like a minute, though.
But it was douchey. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
and I cut you off. Go ahead. What?
I'm just saying it wasn't. I oversold it, but not that much.
No. You oversold the time, but you undersold how much it will make you hate the song. Because I think if I were not me or you and I was listening to the show and I listened to that, I would think that song, you didn't have necessarily much of an opinion of that song before you heard that version of it. I actually liked the song and Jared made me hate it.
First one is last Tuesday. Do you know what last Tuesday was? I bet you didn't do this.
Brush your teeth day.
That's a good guess. Matey.
Pirate day.
Talk like
National
a pirate day.
Talk like a pirate day. Yar. Me favorite day of the year.
So I found an article with pirate
For the
terms. Let's go
I
ahead.
kind of can do a pirate impersonation. I was trying to do a Michael Caine impersonation this week. Didn't mean to veer off topic.
Sure.
But I kind of can do a pirate thing, can't I?
How did Michael
Yar.
Caine come up as a... Was that
I
with
was
Ruth?
just trying to talk like Michael Caine.
Ruth was like, I used to have this thing for Michael Caine. If you could
Did you, Ruth? Would you like me to take off your britches, would you? I'm Michael Caine.
It's pretty good.
It's not bad. It's I'm just developing it now. But I feel like the pirate's kind of in my wheel. I think one of us needs to start, and I guess it's me. I need to start doing voices. I think that helps.
What was he in? Batman? He was in Batman.
It was Alfred Pennyworth.
Yeah. I feel like you could have got him in any movie and he was automatically cool.
Yeah, he is sort of inherently cool.
Yeah.
And prolific as hell.
What about
everything?
Michael Caine as a pirate? Could you do that?
Yeah, matey. Walk with the plank, would you? I want you to. Or how could I do it the other way? Oh. I don't know. Because it's too totally. The pirate, I opened my mouth a lot. Wait, I was trying to do British there. Yar. I have to start out. I think I have to get it going with yar every time. Yar.
What kind of pirate terms do you know? There's a list here of.
Walk the plank. Shiver me. I don't know what shiver me timbers means. Is that on there?
Yeah, no pirate ever said shiver me timbers. That's what it says. Did pirates ever talk like this? Like, it's got to be all made up, right?
It was all just a joke. We all just talk like this. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, I'm just a pirate.
Excuse me,
Hey,
can
man.
I blow up your ship?
Hey, I'm a pirate. Give me your booty.
They got Jolly Roger.
That's the flag, right?
Yeah.
That's me flag. The sign on me pole.
Jolly Roger also has to have a slang associated with it, I'm sure.
Hey, Jolly Roger is between me legs. Hello, Jolly Roger.
Ruth?
Go meet Ruth.
Ruth gave me Jolly Roger a tickle.
Jolly Roger met Ruth last night, and he liked her quite a bit.
He put up the flag. He said, "Ahoy, matey, me Jolly Roger."
Me Jolly Roger's at half-mast, Ruth. I think I'm in love with you.
Alright, so next one, we'll see. Maybe the next one will be better. I got two more. Sis, I didn't even do it yet. Sis. Alright, something else missing from our lives, I feel like, is milestones. Like when you're young, right? You get like, I'm
21,
16,
25.
I drive.
Hey, I can run for president.
I can see R-rated movies. I can drink. I graduate college. I get married. All that stuff. So then you get older. Like, what milestones do we have now? It's like doctors. Like, I have to go to the doctors for another thing that's wrong.
Colonoscopy.
Yeah, somebody tells me at 50 I got to get a shingles shot. Like, that's what I'm graduating into now.
Yeah, weird foot pains. I get that stuff.
Yeah. So I found this article about things that get better after 40. Okay, so this is, though it has each decade. So your 40s. Could you guess anything that you could be at your
Gets
peak at?
better in my 40s.
Yep.
No, I can't think of anything that's ever gotten better for me after I turned 16 years old.
There's 3 things. 1, chess. 40-year-olds are best at chess. They make the best moves at chess. So it says ultra marathons. So it's like a hundreds of kilometer race.
Okay.
Men peak at 45 to 49. So I tore my calf playing wiffle ball, but supposedly I'm at the peak of my ultra marathon.
These are your best years. Better as you get older.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be like or.
Well, maybe the 50s will be better. Maybe here's the 50s. The first one is dressage.
Horsing?
Yeah, the horse.
Horse riding?
50s is the best age for doing dressage. So maybe that.
I actually live in a very dressage. I swear to God, I live in a very dressage-heavy community. So
author JoJo Moyes entered her first competition at 54 and won. It says arithmetic peaks in your 50s, so that's big for you.
Specifically arithmetic,
That's
not
what it
math.
says. Yep. Yeah, just arithmetic.
Like 6 plus 8? How can I get better at 6 plus 8?
Do it. 6 plus 8.
814.
You did it. All right. Well, that's the 50s. How about 60s?
50s. Arithmetic. 50s. 50 and 50 is 100. Oh wait, no, I got to be in my 50s.
Yeah, you're not
Arithmetic.
even 50 yet.
Okay. so
Maybe
I got 3 more
you're
years.
ahead of the game. All right, 60s. Here's the 60s. Winning a Nobel Prize,
Makes sense.
but I think you have to
haven't-
usually you do the thing when you're younger, so I don't know, or maybe for our podcast we'll win a Nobel Prize.
In our 60s.
Yeah.
You got 13 more years of this left in you?
Yeah, we'll eventually interview some. Wouldn't this be great if
And the award for best podcast goes to.
you win a Nobel Prize for Michael Caine impersonation?
He's the presenter, yeah.
Yeah. It says conflict resolution.
Ooh, that's an exciting one.
Yeah, you're just gonna break up fights. Then this one has a question mark. It says sexual satisfaction and wisdom. I assume that means sexual wisdom because they put it in the same category, but
What's sexual wisdom?
there's a difference between knowing my penis and knowing about my penis, and I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna show you.
Would you like to know my penis or know about my penis?
It says vocabulary,
Peaks in your 60s.
65, and being nice. Being nice, which I think there's a lot of grumpy old people, so.
Milestones.
This is the last one. So Sisk story. This went missing on last Sunday. Joint Base Charleston in South Carolina asked for the public's help in locating an F-35B Lightning II jet
Oh, I heard this.
after the pilot ejected during the mishap. So it was a stealth bomber, and he ejected, and they didn't know where it went.
Yeah?
How amazing is that?
What about how many of these types of things happen that we never hear about, you know?
But why did they put it on the internet? Wouldn't they just pretend it didn't happen?
Well, but then when somebody finds the jet, I don't know.
It just
I guess
seems like the guy's like, just gotta ask everybody, hasn't we seen a stealth jet anywhere around? Don't
You mean like in a movie or something? Yeah, I went to Top Gun last summer. Yeah, I saw it. Is that what you're talking about?
No.
No?
Just
I've seen him I went to the Blue Angel show. I saw him there.
Flying
Yeah.
around, we sort of misplaced
Oh,
one.
like right now?
Yeah,
Why don't you
misplaced
just have
one.
the guy land it? Why don't you just have the guy land it?
There's no one in it. It's on autopilot, and
What? It's just circling the universe, right? It's just going around the Earth?
Yeah.
Where is it? That's what I like. That for 20 minutes. I kept thinking, what the could that? Where could it possibly be? Is it gonna
yeah, does it just
fly into a
around?
house? Did you ever see the movie Donnie Darko? Maybe like that type of thing. will
I've
happen.
never seen it.
It's a great movie, and there's a little bit of a tie-in with this. There's a mishap with a plane that happens in the movie. You should see the movie. It's a really good movie. Good
All right,
soundtrack.
I'll check it out.
And so could it be in? I mean, it could be in just a different country, right? I mean,
Well, they found eventually a debris field, and thought they said that was it.
debris field.
Like just a field that had a bunch of wreckage in it, I guess.
Right. Okay.
But it seemed like kind of like a cop out. Like by Sunday they said that, and then Monday night they're kind of like, we should just tell everybody we found it.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's. I mean, it has to have crashed by now.
But wouldn't it have gone far? It says 2
It
hours. Like if it's on autopilot, what would stop it? Wouldn't it
Once
just
it's on autopilot, don't you have some sort of, I don't know, with the amount of computerization and advanced intelligence and all that stuff, wouldn't they have something on there that would have a finder of the machine?
I don't know. Well, we have really good stealth technology, I guess. We can't find the plane. Yeah, that's the. You know how much the plane was worth?
$65,000.
$80 million.
What if it's fun to eject from it? The guy lived, right?
Maybe was that all he was doing?
Just testing the ejector button.
And he's like, what does this button do? Oh, man.
If I try to turn on the light in my truck while I'm driving, I often, if I'm not, because you don't like to,
Yeah, you
want
gotta look at
keep
the
your
road.
eyes on the road.
Yep.
So I look and see where the button is, and then I'll press it like that without looking. And like 4 different times I've called OnStar Emergency Services. The button's right there, and I'm like, that's such a terrible placement of that button. Do you think his eject button was right near like the air conditioning?
It's like the radio button and the eject button. It's
The
like,
eject button
really-
was probably right next to the volume
We
knob, I
really
bet.
should not have put the eject button right next to the radio button.
I would think that they would have thought of that early on in the whole development.
No.
Or at least have like you have to press 2 buttons to eject. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah, that would have been a good idea. 2 buttons. But the plane was still driving, so it wasn't like broken or anything.
Yeah, why did he eject?
Well,
Was that part of the story?
It had in quotes mishap.
Oh, you did say that.
So it's kind of like he hit the button by accident. That's like a mishap.
Yeah.
What do
The
you?
mishap was that the CD kept skipping, and he went to eject the CD, but he ejected himself instead.
Boss, I have some good news and bad news. You know that new mix CD you made for me? I really enjoyed.
Yeah. You like it?
I really
Did you
enjoyed it.
Cool. That's awesome. I figured flying around, I was like, I'll make him a really badass mix.
Yeah.
Straight flying stuff.
Danger
Just
Zone.
Running with the engines, listen to them howl. Yeah, I know how you like that one.
So
All right, cool.
so-
Good news is you like that one. Great.
So bad
Cool.
news is I was trying to go back to that song, and you know how they put the eject button right next to that?
Oh, no.
I hit
Stevens, what happened?
I hit that button. So
So where are you?
I'm on the ground here. So if you could come pick me up.
Where is that CD? You know how much that mixtape meant to me.
Hopefully you have another copy. Do you have another?
I got some things that are interesting that I bet you don't know.
Okay.
I've got the differences between 2 things that I bet you think are very similar or possibly the same.
Okay. How about the things I think I'll think are the same, but they're different?
They're the words are similar, but they mean either slightly different things.
Okay.
But for example, do you know the difference between jam and jelly? Not the joke about you can't jelly your down someone's throat or whatever. And
Oh,
it's
wow.
the actual difference between the 2 products.
I've never heard that joke. That seems like a terrible joke.
Jelly jam jelly. You can spread both jam and jelly on your toast, but you'll be spreading 2 different condiments. If you're looking for the perfect medium between pieces of fruit and juice, according to Bon Appetit,
Jam.
You're looking for jam. Yep.
Yeah.
It's a bit chunky, consisting of chopped or pureed fruit cooked with sugar, but not say as chunky as a preserve. However, if you want no actual fruit pieces in your spread, you want jelly. Jelly's cooked fruit that's been strained, so it only includes the juice.
I like jam better.
Jam's better.
They got homemade
Agreed.
jam at the dining hall. I always put it on my toast for a little dessert.
All right. Do you know the difference between a mule versus a donkey?
I don't.
Donkeys, mules, and horses exist in the same family, but while it's easy enough to tell horses apart from the rest, most untrained eyes have a hard time differentiating between mules and donkeys.
Mules are a little fatter.
So, like donkeys get offended when we call them a mule. I'm not a mule, I'm a donkey.
Mule.
I mean, I'm a little pudgy, but I'm not mule pudgy.
And they have more buck teeth. That's my guess.
No, so much so that people assume they're the same animal. However, while a donkey exists as their own species, Mules are a hybrid animal. A mule is the offspring of a female horse and a male donkey.
Oh, wow.
Now, I was curious. I wonder if there's such a thing as a offspring of a male horse and a female donkey. Does that have a different word, too?
I don't. Should I look it up? Yeah, it comes up. A male horse, a stallion, and a female donkey, a jenny, have a hinny. It's called a hinny.
Hinny?
Yep.
Huh.
To the more common mule, which is the product of a male donkey, a jack, and a female horse, a mare.
I wonder why male horses and female donkeys don't get together very often. Probably the weight issue?
Mules are more comfortable to ride and be used in dressage. Hinnies, on the other hand, are conceived accidentally, making their population smaller.
I bet you know this one. Venomous versus poisonous?
Venomous is from a snake
Not exactly
and kills
right.
you. More poisonous.
You're defining one word with the other. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Has more.
Venomous?
Has more.
Snakes? More poisonous? You're just repeating words.
Has more fruit pieces in it.
Venomous means they have venom. So something venomous will bite you and kill you.
You just first said venomous means they have venom.
All right, well, I'll just read it instead of saying it. How about that? If you're dealing with a dangerous snake, you've probably asked yourself, is this creature poisonous or venomous? I've never asked myself that.
Nice.
And you most likely think those two words...
And then you were dead. Because you just sat there thinking about it.
According to National Geographic, the term venomous applies to creatures that actively bite or sting others to inject their toxins. Poisonous, on the other hand, applies to a creature that passively releases toxins when you eat them or touch them. So most dangerous snakes are actually venomous, not poisonous.
I see.
Many amphibians, like frogs or toads, actually you were kind of right, huh? Many amphibians, like frogs or toads, are poisonous, however, because they carry around the dangerous toxins in their skin. So if something bites you and you die, it's venomous. If you eat it and you die, it's poisonous. All right, the last one I have. Inflammable versus non-flammable. This is so weird.
Inflammable means it lights on fire, right?
Yes. But why?
And
Isn't that weird?
And non-flammable means it doesn't light on fire.
But why does inflammable mean that it can light on fire? Does it mean
what's flammable mean?
not able to be lit on fire?
What's uninflammable?
So how come you so quickly knew inflammable?
I've just heard it. Flammable,
why is
flammable means easily set on fire. They do not mean the same thing.
So there's flammable, inflammable, and non-flammable?
Yep.
How are there three different things?
Flammable means it can be set fire to, such as a piece of wood. However, inflammable means that a substance is capable of bursting into flames without the need for any ignition.
What falls in that category?
That could just burst into flame. What substances are inflammable? Alcohol, kerosene, benzene.
Many people try to use the term inflammable and non-flammable interchangeably, but they are actually the complete opposite of each other. If something is non-flammable, it means it's not easily set on fire, and most people would assume inflammable means the same, but according to Merriam-Webster, it actually means capable of being easily ignited and burning quickly. So, big difference.
What other words have the in front of it?
Inexcusable means that you cannot excuse it, right?
Yeah, so it should be like...
Intolerant, I'm not tolerant.
Inexcusable should mean like it could just be excused even if you don't even ask.
So IN means like just anything. Joker's wild. If you put an IN in front of the word, anything could happen.
All right, I actually just got the text, so we should wrap it up. Produced by Michael Cade. Theme song by Mega Yellox. Email mugaandcisco@gmail.com. Send us a letter. Remember to try to learn to know stuff in your life instead of knowing about stuff.
It's a good way to put it. Remember to know stuff in your life, everybody.
Here, Mark, I know you had a bad week, but now that we've talked, you know what you can do to make your week better.
What's that?
You can Stick with the
mag room.
And everything else is
cream cheese.
Later.
Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. The my groom's good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good.
Synonyms for unflammable: non-flammable, non-inflammable, and uninflammable. Flammable and inflammable do not mean the same thing. Flammable means inflammable, and non-flammable means it lights on fire, right?